it was it was very it's a really good tool to extract ourselves from the day to day and to really understand. It's pragmatic. It's really something that we learn. Personally, I learned quite a lot on the way I behave and to get this view outside of the day to day. I think that was very beneficial.
It was kind of interesting to see how different people behave differently, I would say, and how you not really only that one, but also how you can see other people point of view different than your, and without even considering it before. So like many times it happened, for example, that you had to clarify what you mean when you explain something, because maybe something that was obvious for someone was not obvious for someone else. And that's, yeah, I think it was kind of useful to show like a weakness in communication that can happen in this situation.
Behavior of my teammate and even myself, meaning that to me it was a game. For example, the CinQ was a game, and I see for some of them that they were doing straight the parallel with the job, the meeting, and the work and the environment, and they wanted to planify to make kind of kick-off meeting and so. So that was quite funny to see some people wanted to take the leadership on this group that was made of kind of the junior leaders. And at the end it's smooth and everybody was playing a game and was playing at his good role, because we changed the place and we see that everybody was playing at his role like a team should do. So that was quite a good experience to see how people evolve with the time on that manner. To me, many basics about active listening, about taking the time to recap positive things first. So many things like that. That I say basics because that's things that we already heard before and that we forget with the day-to-day activities and our own behavior. But beside that, it's also funny to see that how to adapt on a situation, meaning that with various team of people that we are not working every day with, we see how the group is evolving along the time, and we have to adapt to the situation to manage, but not to manage in a way that with our peer. In fact, how to manage with our peer to make the group to evolve, and that was quite interesting for me.
The objective was not known by anyone in the group, so there was no kind of expert in the domain. So it was if we work on a new business or on a new project, we have to consider that as similar to the game. And I think what we need to, and I think I talk a bit personally here, is more listen to the team, listen to the opinions of everyone before making a decision and going straight to the plan. I think that was one of the key outcome from the game, and that's applicable to some, because on FPSOs, if I take the example of FPSOs, we know how to do it. It's not the first one we do. We know we have some automatism, okay? So it's not like completely like the game. But for a new business like renewables, for instance, where we are new in the, I think it's valuable to take this approach to be open-minded, completely open-minded before taking a decision or a plan. I think that's valuable. I think another one was to, I think David already mentioned that, it was to clearly explain the plan forward and make sure everyone buys it, because sometimes in the day-to-day we have a plan, we think it's clear for everyone, but it's not. And that's something very basic, but again, that was needed on my side.
The moment when we decided to change the role, we had a first initial session where we basically explained each other what our previous role was doing and what our next, to understand what our next role will be also doing. And indeed we saw how it went much smoother than before when everything was unknown. So indeed the sharing of the knowledge had to accelerate in the process instead than the moment when everybody was not aware of what we were going to deal with. Okay. So we saw how it's really having these few minutes of brainstorming, of sharing of information was really helping in accelerating the process. Yeah. And also we saw how different person with different role got different action. So if I was like a technician, I was maybe something come back to my mind that I could do that maybe didn't come in the mind of the previous person that was in that role or whatever. So how different person in different roles suit differently and bring a different output.